Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on Iota. But before I get started, please click the like and subscribe button as it helps this channel grow very quickly. So we're looking at Iota. It's sitting here at 27 cents. It's a very cheap price in my opinion. But a lot of people don't talk about Iota. Out of the ISO 225 or 222 tokens, Iota is the least talked about. I mean, you hear about the three X's, XDC, XRP, XLM. You hear about QNT. You don't really hear about Iota. So let's take a look at what Iota is. And Iota is a cryptocurrency, is a distributed ledger with one big difference. It's not a blockchain. Instead, Iota cryptocurrency is a proprietary technology known as Tangle, a node system that confirms various transactions. And on this channel, you'll hear me talk about transactions a lot. If your cryptocurrency deals with transactions, it's going to be massive in the future. The foundation behind the Iota platform says that this offers far more speeds than the conventional blockchains, and an ideal footprint for ever-expanding Internet of Things ecosystem. Then we come down here, and we see this. Because there's no blockchain here, there's no miners. And because there's no miners, there's no fees. So think about that. It's like using Ethereum without the fees. So how big do you think Iota can be in the future? I think it's going to be huge. So then we take a look at this, and this is the ecosystem. It uses machine to machine, from machine to human, like almost like AI. And we see how it ties everything together. We see Iota 2.0, and it's tied to tokenization framework and layer 1. It's also tied to smart contracts. They're very important, and they're going to become more and more important in the future. And then you see here that you have regulate access to Iota network through Mana. And then you see this, 1,000 feeless data and value transactions per second. That's going to be massive. If people are still not looking at Iota, or they're buying up just the 3X coins, I believe Iota can surpass some of those other coins, in my opinion, based on no fees. And I believe it's more or less the future AI. Iota has been specifically built for the next generation of digital revolution, termed the Internet of Everything. It's a network designed to exchange data and value between machines and humans without friction. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds like AI. And if it is AI, this can easily be tied to Web3. It can be tied to Metaverse. Plus, it does transactions. Then we see this. Iota is kind of like IBM, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and Facebook at the very beginning. Few can recognize the potential yet. Those will be massively rewarded. To me, it looks like Iota can become something huge very fast. 150,000 employees in more than 70 countries, 6,000 clients, more than 250 industry-leading global partner network relationships, 15 strategic partners, Amazon Web Service, AT&T, Dell, EMC, HCL, Hitachi. And what do we see right here? IBM. And you remember, I tell you all the time on this channel, if your cryptocurrency is tied to IBM, it's going to explode very soon. Plus, it's also tied to Microsoft, Focus, Oracle, Lenovo, HP. I mean, come on. And at that price, this asset, I could easily see a 20-30x on it. No problem. Iota plus over-the-air tech, Tesla vehicles with OTA capabilities, cloud data transfer protocol, and payment system. And what do we see there? We see how the system works because it's going to be tied to all machines. It's going to help machines talk to us. And then we see this. Amazon, Apple, Walmart. If you get tired of the cost of having every $600 reported to the IRS, consider Iota and its fee-free structure. After all, Iota is not USD or a third-party payment system. Think about how Iota can be used in the real world. You got payments. And we know payments are huge. But think about it talking. Like, it's the way it uses machines to communicate with us. In vehicle services, that would be great in the future. But we could probably pick out a couple more if we really think about it. Energy, renewables, AI, top story. The ultimate payment system is the one that charges you no fees and that has the best energy efficient per transaction in existence. What do we see there? Blockchain and Iota. We know it's clean. It's going to be very big because it has all the potential. It has all the points to look at. It's ties to IBM. It's transactions. It's green. It has no fees, so it's cheap. Iota is about to explode, in my opinion. So Iota covers all five. Enterprise ready layer 1, used in real world, i.e. with supply chains. Again, that's going to be very important. Feeless for true Web 3, fit for the metaverse. Strong community building DeFi ecosystem. I guarantee you this is going to be tied to Flare as soon as Flare gets launched. Iota will be tied to it somehow, some way. Then we see this. Bill Gates dismissed crypto and NFTs as speculative instruments that rely on the greater fool theory. Microsoft has invested in blockchain and Web3 startup, Iota and Consensus, founded by Joseph Lubin, a co-founder of Ethereum. I like the way these billionaires, pretty much say crypto's no good, you shouldn't be investing in crypto, and all the while they're invested in crypto themselves. It makes no sense to me. Feeless is the most important thing for Web 3.0. Look at Iota. No fees. Then we see this. With the market down and profits hard to come by, most Web 3.0 companies are holding back on investments. Not so. Iota. Today, the Iota Foundation has awarded a $1 million grant to Imperial College in London for research into circular economy. This is going to get very big. If you don't see this yet, if you don't see how all these cryptocurrencies are tying the whole system together, how it's getting built, you're going to really miss out. So Federal Reserve delays ISO 222 cutover by 2 years. Not ideal, but it's important to know nonetheless. And then we read down here, the Federal Reserve is to delay the implementation of the new ISO 222 payment messaging format by 2 years to 2025. I say it a lot. I actually made another video today about this. I can tell you right now, the US needs to catch up. I don't think 2025 is even an option at this point. I think we need to get caught up by next year. I think things are going to start moving very fast now because of Russia. So ISO 222 tokens are the only sure thing. And I've been saying that for a long time. I say it in almost every video. I just want to get people to understand how important it is. I don't want them to miss out on this. I also do not want them to miss out on Iota. It's one of the least talked about, and it's probably going to be one of the biggest. With that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.